In keeping with my recent videos, how about a cold start on a 2009 Yamaha WR250X with an FMF header and Yoshimura slip-on exhaust. Oh yeah, thump thump thump. Hi, I'm Chad, and welcome to Virtual Wheelie Wednesday. So in the video I posted last week, doing wheelies on my Tuono with wheelie control off, turning wheelie control off, I don't feel that gave the best impression as to my progress with wheelies, mostly because that was kind of one of the first times I'd ever tried to wheelie a Tuono. Began my practice in on this here 2009 Yamaha WR250X Supermoto, and it's been going just a little bit better than that may have led you to believe. As you can see there. Now, of course, this is a completely different motorcycle from my Tuono. It's a lot less powerful, it's a lot lighter, it's geared a lot shorter, and it's a lot less intimidating to pop the clutch on. But I've been getting better with this thing. Every time I've taken this virtual WR to the virtual wheelie spot, I've made improvements. Whether it be just in rear brake control or throttle control or just clutch control, I've been getting better. Good example of rear brake usage there. That was probably a little bit better. And skids. Oh. My skids are getting better too. So yeah. The Tuono is much scarier to wheelie, and it's just a lot different. This bike suspension is very soft, so it's a little smoother when it comes up. The Tuono still comes up smoothly, you know, based on how you initiate your wheelie, but it's faster. This is a little bit easier to control. As you can see. But yeah, I'm enjoying these wheelies. I'm getting better. And one day, I'll be able to do decent wheelies on the Tuono. That I'm sure of. In the meantime, this is also quite fun. It was a hot one in virtual reality today, and it still hasn't quite cooled off yet. Might need to change its setting or something. But yeah, so what else is going on with me? That might have been my best one yet. Had that one up for a couple seconds there. Yeah, a little too soon with the rear brake. So I finally have all the parts that I need to put my clutch back together in my Daytona. Unfortunately, being that, well, I'm recording this ahead of Wheelie Wednesday, the day before Wheelie Wednesday, but being that my bike isn't together, it's the work week and I've got other stuff to do, and I just don't really want to rush myself trying to slap everything back together. I'm not going to be racing CVMA this coming weekend. This was also based on the fact that I wasn't really going to have a good means to keep cool throughout the day, and it was supposed to be really hot. The forecasted temperatures have dropped a bit since I was looking at the end of last week, but still going to be hot there, and I just am not feeling that for the entire day. I could barely even do a little stoppie there. So, what's next? My plan as of now is to race the AFM round in October. So it'll be the next time I'm at the racetrack with the Daytona. Just really at the racetrack at all. Gonna do that, gonna try to get out there the Friday before the weekend, do practice if I can. That should be fun. Also gonna be doing both days of Turkey Days out at Buttonwillow, and should have the 210 out there for one of the days. That'll be a good time. And then I will be racing round 3 of CVMA, which is the final round of this year. Only the 3rd round of their season though, since they run a winter series starting in September, ending in April. But AFM in a month or so should give me plenty of time to get my clutch back in my Daytona and everything sorted out in that regard, and not put too much stress and pressure on the situation. So that's a plus. Better stoppy? Nah. Open the throttle. Skid. Yoo. Woo. I went back a little bit further and faster than I had hoped or planned, but that's why you cover that rear brake, baby. A little too much rear brake there. Oh, so much fun. I love this bike. So in addition to not wanting to rush myself to get my Daytona back together, kind of being on a little bit of a time crunch, and the heat at Chuckwalla, I will be going to Circuit of the Americas the weekend after next to check out MotoGP and fulfill an adulthood dream of seeing Valentino Rossi race. That was a good one. So another factor that played into my decision to skip the first round of CVMA, in addition to not wanting to stress myself out rushing to get my Daytona back together, and the fact that it is going to be super hot there, more hot than I am prepared for, I'm also going to Circuit of the Americas the weekend after that for MotoGP. I'm particularly excited about that because for the entire time that I've been riding motorcycles, I've wanted to see Valentino Rossi race. He has been an idol of mine and a hero, and I'm finally going to fulfill that and get to see him race just before he retires. So I've been a big inspiration in my life, helping to guide me in my decision to try racing, which ultimately changed my life in positive ways I could not even begin to communicate. He's also inspired me to try to learn how to wheelie. That was a pretty good one. Rossi would be proud, I think, if he could see how I was wheeling a month ago. Skid? Oh. But yes, quite excited for that, and excited for the rest of the year with all the other racing and track activities I have going on, both with my Daytona and a little bit with my 210. So gonna be obviously months before we get there, but when we do, you guys can count on some content from those happenings. In the meantime, wheelies. Even if only little sometimes. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. That's what's kind of coming up next. And I'd also like to, again, wish you a happy Wheelie Wednesday. But with a better wheelie than that. Ah, dang it. Got that one up pretty good, but just not moving. That was a little better. Well, this bike had just like an extra 5 horsepower or 10. Or just a taller gear. And when I say gear, I mean first gear. Or a shorter second gear. Or just all of those things. Be nice. A little shaky bake. Ah, too much rear brake. There was a little stubby. So of course I'll be posting my regular content as I can continue to come up with ideas for videos. If you do have an idea for a video, drop a comment below, let me know what that is, and if it's pretty reasonable, I'll go ahead and make it. Do a right skid. Oh yeah, little baby one. Otherwise, I'll just continue to make videos as I get ideas, which I can usually come up with a decent idea pretty quickly, so that might just work out too. But with that, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate if you gave me a gentle little click of the like button. I'll give you another wheelie in return. Ooh, that was a pretty good one. You should definitely hit the like button since I pulled that off right after I asked on the first take. Although really most of my videos are just one take. There are a few times where I'll say something for a second or a third time if I don't like the way that I said it or I trip over my words. For the most part, a lot of the stuff is just one take. One take wonder. Consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. Me clowning around trying to do little wheelies on my WR250X. Actually, at this point, I think I can't say I'm trying to do wheelies. Pretty sure those were real wheelies. My front wheel is off the ground pretty high and for at least a few seconds. Trying to find that balance point. Stick around. Find out if I do one day. Turn those notifications on if you do decide to subscribe. Drop a comment below. Are you going to MotoGP too? Can't guarantee that I'll be able to meet up with people, as I am already seeing quite a few friends that I have out in the area and that will also be traveling from afar, but see if maybe I can make it happen. I'll do my best to. Let me know if you like wheelies. Let me know if you're better at wheelies than I am. If you have any tips, or if you're just starting out and trying to learn like I was just a couple months ago. But yes, subscribe, see more content, help me get to 1,000. I'm doing motorcycling of all kinds, road racing, track days, street riding, supermoto wheelies. So stick around, enjoy this journey with me. I'd love to have you. Woo, that might have been my longest one yet. So with that, thanks again so much for watching, and I will hope to catch you in the next one. Until then, later.